The price of knowledge as told by ledger of the Bloodied Blade Mercenary Company. The scholar's hands were too clean. That should have been our first warning. 2 weeks escorting the Copper Crown's autumn caravan from Helix to Astoria, and his nails stayed perfectly manicured. No dust, no marsh mud, no ink stains. Wrong. I watched him from my post by the evening fire. Our section of the camp was settling in, Ribeye checking the perimeter, Pipes counting cards with the new recruit, Sister Needle tending to her sword with the kind of attention most folks save for lovers. The rest of the caravan spread out beyond, merchants arguing over tomorrow's route, wagoneers tending horses, the miller's daughter helping her father's apprentices distribute the evening bread. The scholar sat apart, writing in his journal with precise, practiced strokes. His quill never seemed to need more ink. "Research materials secure?" he called out, not looking up from his writing. The same question every evening. "Locked tight in the wagon, sir," Ribeye answered, like always. "Though something's been making the horses nervous." The scholar just nodded, still writing. The horses had been getting worse each night, but good pay meant keeping your mouth shut about such things. 3 times the normal rate for a simple escort job. That should have been our second warning. Doc Rivers had seen something in the scholar's credentials back in Helix. He'd pulled me aside before we left, spoke real quiet-like. "Those aren't university seals on his papers," he'd said. "They're older, much older. But the contract was signed, the coin was good, and the Bloodied Blade doesn't turn down work over a few suspicious papers." It was the 3rd night past the crossroads when everything went wrong. Ribeye was on watch when he saw the light, sickly green, seeping from the scholar's tent. By the time we reached it, the screaming had started. The miller's daughter couldn't have been more than 16. She lay stretched across a ritual circle, the scholar's perfect hands working through gestures that hurt to look at. His journal lay open beside him, the pages crawling with script that definitely wasn't university-approved research notes. "This is a private demonstration," he said calmly, not stopping his work. The girl's screams turned to wet gurgles. "I can double your payment. For discretion." I looked at Ribeye. Years in the company had left his face about as expressive as old leather, but I saw his hand tighten on his sword. Sister Needle was already moving, her blade catching the ritual light as it swept through the scholar's neck. Clean, professional. The sound of his head hitting the ground broke whatever he'd been working on. The girl collapsed, breathing ragged, but alive. "Check his papers," I ordered the recruit. "Anything that looks like that journal gets burned. Ribeye, help Sister Needle with the girl. Pipes, get his coin purse. The company still gets paid." The recruit looked like he wanted to object to that last part, but kept his mouth shut. He'd learn. I knelt by the body, noting how even in death those hands stayed clean. Wrong. Using my knife, I carved a quick blessing to Ares in the dirt. Not for the scholar's soul. Some things are beyond even the god of war's mercy. But for us, for the choice. We buried the body deep, burned anything that hurt to look at, and got the girl to a temple of Demeter 2 days later. Our report said bandits killed the scholar. The company got paid. The girl lived. Sometimes that's all the honor you can salvage from a contract gone wrong. From the Journals of Ledger, Company Analyst, 886 CA. Filed under Contract Incidents, Necromantic Encounters, Copper Crown Autumn Caravan Route. Notable: Execution of Paying Client. Cross-referenced with Sister Needle's combat log.